All right, here we go. Homework, what was it, page 324? And you said 7, 8, 9?
Yes.
All right, so number 7, let's look at this picture because it's the same picture for everything. Something like that. Something like this right here. Then we got X, L, Y, M, Z, N, 29 degrees. This is 5.6. And this whole thing right here is 10.2. Is that right? All right. And the marks show that this is congruent to this, this is congruent to this, this is congruent to that, right? Now, number 7 says we've got to find the measure of YXZ. That angle, YXZ, which is going to be this one right here. Okay? Now, here's a couple different things you got to remember. You've got to figure out that don't know why this does this. Highlighter. Yep. You got to remember that these lines right here are parallel, okay? And if they're parallel and we're trying to find this angle right there, folks, if I draw this as my transversal, this angle down here, MNZ, is 29, then what's this one right here? It's 29 degrees. How come? Corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. Okay? 29 degrees. Number 8 is XLM. XLM. All right, let's look at it. Find it. XLM. XLM. Right here. Well, don't be that way. Don't be that way. If this one's 29, then what does this angle right here have to be? All right, and then how am I going to find that one? Ooh, what is that right there? Linear pair. 180 minus 29, which is 151 degrees. Folks, do you see how we keep going back and picking up this stuff from way back when? It's all relevant. It all goes together, and it's truly like just layers on top of layers, and we keep going back to the same stuff we already know, or the stuff we should already know. Okay? We're using what we know. Now, number 9 is totally different. Let's look at that one. Number 9. Architecture. In this A-frame house, the width of the first floor, XZ, is 30 feet. So you got this thing down here, 30 feet's the base, and I think it said it was XZ. Is that what it said? CD here, Y at the top. All right, let's keep reading. In this house, it says the second floor CD is slightly above and parallel to the mid-segment. Okay, think about what that just said. It's slightly above and parallel to the mid-segment. So the mid-segment is somewhere here, and it's parallel to it, right? Okay, that's what it just said. Mid-segment's in blue. Is the width of the second floor more or less than 5 yards? All right? Is it more or less than 5 yards? Well, if the bottom XZ is 30, what's the mid-segment of this house? 15. Half of 30 is 15. So is CD Oh, very nice observation. This is 15 feet, isn't it? And that said, is it less than or greater than 5 yards? What's yards? How do I train? It's 3 feet per yard, right? So what am I going to do to 5? That's 15 feet, isn't it? So, what did it, go back and read it again. Is the width of the second floor more or less than 5 yards? That means if this is 30 feet, 15 feet is 5 yards. The mid-segment is 5 yards. Is this right here going to be less than or greater than 5 yards? Why? Because it keeps going up that house, and the higher you get to the peak of that roof, the shorter those floors are going to be, or whatever however you want to think about that. Very good observation, Mr. Mann. Very good. I didn't even see that. I didn't even notice it. Very good, Brandon. Oh, we got to move. We're moving. Now, what's going to happen? Yes, you are. You know what you might have to do? You might have to do a little bit more extra homework, okay? Because, here we go, 10 till 3. I got some folks going to peace out here at 10 after, 5 after, 7 after. So that means I got less than 15 minutes to present new material.
We ain't got to know what today we got all the time.
No, we ain't got all the time in the world because we got a test hovering over our heads mid-May, early May, okay? And I can tell you right now that the test, here we go. We did example 9 yesterday, right? And did we finish 10? 10? So we were here, right? Okay, yeah, I tell you what, we are going to finish this up. We'll slow this one down. That means what? That means your test will be probably Friday. Okay, probably Friday. Could be Monday, but we don't want to put it off any farther than we have to. So find the missing variable. We've learned, today's 15th, by the way, not that anybody cares. But we've learned that the mid-segment is what? How is it related to the base? It's half the base. I want you to write that down. Write it in the margin. The mid-segment is equal to 1/2 the base. We could turn that around and we could say that the base is equal to 2 times the what? The mid-segment. We can turn that around. Okay? We can turn that around. So let's see what we're going to do with it. You will have homework, and you will be happy about it. You will be. Mid-segment's half the base. So just to refresh. All right. If the base is 24, what's the mid-segment? 12, right? Write this down. Put this on your notes. No, you haven't finished this. Okay? And then if the mid-segment were $17, what's the base? 34, see? Oh, it's getting complicated.
This is easy, right? And then, like, once we get to the book, then it's like,
Then you're punched in the face. Don't get punched in the face. Defend yourself. Put your arms up in front of your face. Punch them before they punch you. That means, no. Don't be a girl. Don't be a girl. Defend yourself. First punch, 2 punches. Me hitting your face, you hitting the floor. Wouldn't you love it?
I love it. That'd be funny.
That was not Miss Perry saying that. I would never do that. I will start that recording over. I would never, ever do that unless you punch me first. If you punch me first now, it's on, right? Jade, would you have my back? You better. Would you throw your magic on them? Yeah. There we go. Thank you. Okay. See, be afraid. Don't underestimate Jade.
What'd you say, Kevin?
I don't know. This is still me just making up stuff. Okay. Two hits. Y'all always remember that. I said it out loud. I would never hit y'all. Never, ever, ever. You hit me first. Well, if you hit me first, I'm going to defend myself. As I should. As you should. Right. But don't hit your parents now. If you get a spanking, don't do that.
Well, we can get in trouble for it.
And y'all aren't big. Y'all aren't too big to get whoopings. I'm just saying. No, you're not. No, you're not. You get caught, it's on.
I don't understand why this is being simple.
I don't either. But it's the rules, so we got to follow the rules. Here we go. All right. So let's say that you got this picture that you love, right? And we're going to say that this is 28. The one in the middle. The line in the middle. We're going to say that we know that this is 100. And, and we're going to say that this one right here is 30. And we got to fill in everything. Yes. Nope. Don't. All right, now look. Here's what I want you to do, because I know exactly what you're getting lost with. It's too much there to look at, isn't it? Okay. So here's what I want you to do. I want you, and if I could do it, I would do it. But see, I can't cover just little portions up. I want you to take your hand, take your finger, take a pencil, whatever. And I want you to cover up the 28 and the 30. Let's focus on just the 100. The only way I have to do this is to highlight it. Just focus on 100. Now, if we just focus on 100, then where is the line? Now I wonder if I do that up there, if that'll work. Oh, this right here. Doesn't that go together?
Yes.
Okay. If the big side is 100, what's the one on the inside? Okay, now you got that. All right, now 28 goes with which side? The bottom, Joseph. What's the base?
28 plus 28.
28 plus 28. 28 times 2, which is 56. Now, why are y'all talking? 30 goes with this side. What do you think about that? Is it getting better? All right, you got to take it in pieces. Don't look at it and go, oh. I look at it and go like that because it's too much for me in the middle. That's why, now this makes me crazy. But I get my squiggle goes with my squiggle. The black goes with the black. The blue goes with the blue. I get it. I get it. Okay? That's why I provide y'all with colors. You can make it work. You can make it work, okay? All right, so now let's look at the rest of the notes. Now we're throwing some algebra in here, okay? So, well, what's the formula The formula says that the base is equal to 2 times the midsegment, doesn't it? Write that down. Isn't that right? The base is equal to 2 times the midsegment. Yes?
Yeah.
Write this down. Put it in your notes. Only a few people got that.
I wrote it down the first time.
I just wrote that up there. Base equals 2 times midsegment.
One time you had midsegment equals half base.
All right, but this goes with this problem. What's the base?
But I wrote it up there.
Okay, I got you. I got you.
Base 48.
The base is 48. Now we're substituting. What's the midsegment, folks? 6b. Now the geometry's over. We're back to algebra. What do I do? 48 equals 12b. What do I do? Divide by 12. What is b? What do you think? Pretty easy. That's it.
So you get from the formula?
Yes, sir. My fancy formula. You're not going to find that in the textbook. Okay? It's fine. You're doing algebra in your head. I'm putting it on paper. That's the only difference. It's all right. What?
48 divided by 6?
No.
No, wait a minute.
Which would be 8.
No.
Which divided by 2 would be 4. Hey, the base is equal to 2 times the midsegment, right? Okay. What's the base in this picture? X minus 7. Don't put that parentheses there. X minus 7 is equal to 2 times who? 21. 2 times 21 is what? 42. Add 7. Add 7. X is equal to 49. What do you think? Facile, difficile? Facile. Okay? There is no catch. Do the last two. And don't you dare get thrown by the last one. Y over 2 is just 1/2 y. Exactly. Very good. Do those. Base is 50. 2 times who? X plus 5. Now, the algebra keeps getting a little progressively more difficult, right? So, what are we going to do right here with the distribute? Whew. We got 50 is equal to 2x plus 10, right? Subtract 10 from both sides. And you get 40 is equal to 2x. Divide by 2, what's x? X is 20. We cool with this? Huh? Did you get 20? That's all I care about. Hey, if you don't do it that way, that's fine. As long as you get 20 as your final answer, that is totally fine. Because, did you do this? If the base is 50, y'all, think. What's the midsegment? 25. So can I also say x plus 5 is equal to 25, subtract 5, and we got 20? Isn't there more than one way to skin a cat? Yeah. Which is the same as 25, because 50 divided by 2 is 25, right? Very good, very good. I don't care how you do the problems as long as you don't cheat to get the answer. Because you are going to see things different sometimes than I do. Sometimes I see things way different. And you're like, Miss Perry, it's so easy, look. And I go, oh, shut up, right? What about this next one?
I had a question about that. If you put the variable with the 2, or like, does the base always go by itself? Or is it just whatever the variable is?
Well, it is so important that I get this box in the right place. Hold on. The 1/2, I treat it as a coefficient. It is a coefficient of y, okay? So I would look at it like this. I keep the y with the 1, all right? But think about it this way. base is equal to 2 times the midsegment, right? All right, so the base is 1/2 y. 2 times midsegment, which is 6. I got 1/2 of y is 12, right? Okay, now think. Some of you want to think through this and go, 1/2 of what gives you 12? Hanging up on the hook.
What I did is instead of dividing it by a fraction, I did 1/2 times 12 equals.
Well, what am I going to multiply by, though? I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal, which is 2 over 1. What you do to one side, you have to do to the other. They cancel here. 12 times 2 is 24, right? Now, pardon me? You literally did this. 12 divided by 1/2. Right. Yes, 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 yes. That is correct. 12 divided by 1/2 is 24. Yes, sir.
I just kept it the way it was in like y over 2 equals 2 times 6. Then got 12 and then just divided.
Yeah, that's what I just did.
Yeah, that's cool. It's, again, we see it differently. I'm all right with that. Because you were thinking, what number divided by 2 gives me 12? 24, right? That's the same thing. You're crunching the numbers here where I'm actually putting it on paper. Okay? Other questions? Is this better today than it was yesterday? Yes. All right, here's what you're going to do then. For homework, and folks, you might just have homework. You got a little bit of time here at the end of class to work on it. But I want you to do these problems for me. I want you to look at page 324. Stop talking. 324. And I want you to do 11 through 16. We're going to get those messed up pictures. We're going to figure them out. I want you to try 11 through 18. And then I want you to do 21 through 26. I might. You could finish in here. Yes, that's what I want you to do right there.